Giddey's got 3 assists tonight. Young outside. Again, Young misses.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Over to the left wing. Back to MP. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And the basket by Jay. Jay's got 19 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Bruce Ellis comes in for Torrey Craig. Horton Tucker's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's White in for Josh Giddey. Here's Buffkin. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Will it go? Here's Nance. Up and in from the low range.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
A 3 from MP. It's good from long range. He's got 22.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Ends up going with the new group.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
On the court for Atlanta. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Reza Shea. DeAndre Hunter out there with Okongwu. And it's Young in at the point guard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Offensive rebound. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Inside, LaVine dishes to Vucevic. Jay, the pass toward Tay, takes a 3, and it's MP with the 3. MP's got 25 points in the game.
MP is a customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his work. Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. No one near him. Jay with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Over to the wing, and Vucevic kicks to Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Giddey's got 10 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Young's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one's good. MP. Jay's got 30 points. Here's Young from deep three-point territory. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Bulls.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
Yeah, they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Torrey Craig is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Jay in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Shea. Here's Okongwu. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Okongwu's now got his 3rd bucket of the night. Craig passes to Jay. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando, was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be on to something, David. Thank you.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bean passes to Jay. Rebound by Johnson. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college, he's been overseas. As a head coach, he's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform.
Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The 3 from MP gets the 3-pointer to fall. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Chicago Bulls having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They have been... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hands out there with Zeller. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Buffkin in at the point. And that one's good. MP.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Out to Nance. Fires from deep. Duarte grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the basket by Jay.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Buffkin. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Craig. MP outside. Veen passes to MP. And that comes off the assist by Levine. MP's got 41. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Greg, we see the NBA finding players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Puts it up, and it's Chicago scoring again.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Buffkin. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Hunter. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win.
Way to bring home that W. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
You know MP came ready.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "report" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concern immediately. Bulls fans, if you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming home games, visit the ticket booth or the team's website for availability.
Reminder to come out for the next fan giveaway. Receive a free Bulls drawstring bag at the arena.
The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to it.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And I think we know exactly what kind of game this is going to be, RJ.
Yeah, you don't expect a lot of offense on the interior. These teams take a high volume of threes, and they make a high volume as well.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Smart and Bane in the backcourt together. Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. MP way outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively, try to get some closer looks.
Greg on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all-time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 ball, and again for 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. From deep, MP. He buries it from 3. Jay's got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
MP against Smart. Drives to the hoop, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, that just energizes your entire team. Smart is one of those players that just gives you a jolt with his energy.
Jay, the pass to Craig. The 3 connects again from distance.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generation of talent. And it's Smart missing.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When asked about Desmond Bane, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bane said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Allie, thanks. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. MP outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the opening quarter. Outside Horton Tucker. Shot from 16. The rebound by Jackson.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Smart looking around. Clock at 6. Chicago with the rebound. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There's a lot of players who will say they didn't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits,
everyone knows, winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
In that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Aldama. Jackson comes in for Bain. And Rose is subbed in for Smart. Will it go? Smith with the rebound. Chicago leading by 17. MP outside. Lets the three fly. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. Up and over Smith. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Normally he drains that.
White with it. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Clark grabs the board. Here's Rose. Takes the three. MP with the block. MP getting it done for the Bulls. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us. Getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Craig. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And MP subbed in for Ball. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Aldama comes in for LaRavia. Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Kennard. And Smart subbed in for Rose. On the court for Memphis. Smart and Bain in the backcourt together. Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the three. Outside Bain to win the run. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Bain's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
They've been a little more aggressive and a little more physical this quarter, and it's working well for them.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for Chicago, MP.
Free throw no good from MP.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Bain finds Jackson. Smart for three. Hits the trifecta. Smart's got 5.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Now MP. Shot clock at 5. Charity stripe shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. MP's got 25 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Bain, no good. MP outside. White with it. Over Smart, and there's White. That's good on the assist by MP. He's got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
And looking at the Trailblazers matchup, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Chicago Bulls.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to gold. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
They've got MP. Torrey Craig out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And that one's good. Jay.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Smart against MP. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to MP. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Jackson outside. Smart outside. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. Now Jackson. Pass to Smart. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Smart's got 8.
Smart can be a difference maker from deep. Doesn't always shoot the best shots, but he's got the confidence to knock them down.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Ali.
Their first miss since the break still. I like how they've come out so far.
Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Jay's got 4 rebounds now. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Inside, Craig, and down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so it's Memphis with it. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Aldama outside from deep. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
2 minutes. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Vucevic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Smart against MP. Smart with the bucket.
Look, we know Marcus Smart wants to get in close and get that high percentage finish.
MP against Smart. Craig passes to Giddey. Tries to spin move. Converts out to the nice spin. 6 points for him.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Pass to Smart. Jackson outside. Off target from three-point range. And so MP will bring it up for Chicago. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Drills it from deep.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
It's Smart on the wing, covered by MP. Back to Smart. Picked by Aldama. Launches a three. And it's Smart missing. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Back to MP. The three is up. Memphis with a rebound. Pass to Smart. 4-3. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. And so far, 9 triples in this one. Just pulling the... And they're...
Let's close this one out.
Tries a three off the inbound. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The Grizzlies on offense. Jackson the screen. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Pass to Jay. Puts up a 3. Aldama grabs a board. Now Smart. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Yeah, this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate.
One of the greatest shooting seasons a rookie has ever had. So you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Get ready to light it up. Bang time.
Don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with the photos of your favorite mascot, Benny the Bull and the Lovable. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word BULLS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concern immediately. If you're still looking for tickets at any upcoming game, visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability. We hope to see you out there at the next home game. The National.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single. Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA. You look at Chicago. What a show they're putting on so far. Undefeated in NBA Cup play at 3-0. And these fans are loving the play from their team.
Well, that's one way to start Cup play. You'd anticipate this team going deep into this tournament because they are playing with loads of confidence.
And seeing how things are shaking out for Boston. Up 2-1, they have a chance to put themselves in a great position tonight.
Yeah, if they win this game 4, odds are they'll advance to the next round of the Cup. But it's going to be tough here on the road.
Something we've been watching closely is MP's promise to get the win in home games this season. He's been very vocal about wanting to deliver for these fans.
And MP is well on his way to achieving what he set out to do. This team has been very impressive when they're on their home court, feeding off the cheers of the fans and playing with a ton of energy.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Lonnie Walker is out there at white, and it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
White finds Tatum. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Shea misses. Boston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Walker. Outside, White. Tatum against Gray. Tatum no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Veen passes to MP. Chalk up 2 there. Jay's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Despite his youth, MP's showing grown man strength.
Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Walker. Gets hauled in by the Bulls. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence. The heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, chips.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And so White will bring it up for Boston. 9-point game. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Torrey Craig. Horton Tucker's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's White in for Josh Giddey. Celtics also with a sub. Al Horford's checked in for Tatum. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that. Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Buzelis' shot is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Brown, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, many see Brown as a scorer. Of course, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taking tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
And Brown drops them both. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And they double up Brown. Pass to Springer. Boston, no good that time either.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Chicago shooting their first free throw tonight. The free throw drops for Buzelis.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Up top, Tatum. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
I've seen it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game. Ends up going with the new group. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Traps in the tray. Jay's got it, got 24.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Busted. No good that time either. Chicago leading by 19. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. White finds Tatum. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have Brown to make up.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Coming right back, MP with a huge 3.
Celtics trail by 19. Right the pass to Tatum for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Horton-Tucker. Good in the assist goes to MP. Tucker's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. White dishes to Brown. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum.
Number 42, Al Horford.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 19. They get the rebound. Walker the pass to Horford. No good on the triple.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Magic. Right side Porzingis. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
And here's MP for 3. Sinks the triple.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Chicago Bulls.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now would be more prepared to guard the three-point line. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. Okay, Big Play Jay wants to know, what's the hardest thing about playing in the NBA?
The travel, man.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White is out there with Walker. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Heck, I even remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
White against MP. The shot. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown kicks to Tatum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
MP's shot is good.
MP looking solid from there.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's White. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Screen by Porzingis. From deep. Walker. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. On the wing, Brown. Craig defending. Wide, a screen on MP. The kick out to Tatum. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
So Chicago going with it.
Doing all right. We got him.
Here's Springer. Outside Tatum. Cranes the 19-footer. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
MP out there with those two moves. And it's Vucevic, and it's Torrey Craig, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Jacks up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the basket by Jay.
He got loose from downtown in the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Hauser. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago has gone 1-2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Shea misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Tatum doesn't need a whole lot of space. You give him any look from 3 and you're in trouble.
And here's MP for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. MP's got 48.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Tatum against MP. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. The three from MP. Good. Another from three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Springer. This one for three. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer.
And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Here's Tatum. Bean with the rebound. Here's Chicago. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to MP. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Outside, Horford for the three. He can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
From outside the arc. Rebound, Boston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Springer, the pass to Hauser. To the inside. Pass to Springer. Lets it go with a three. That shot, no good. An MP with the basket on the assist by Vucevic.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, and they know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They play that well.
And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
Good game, Wins, pay the bills, baby.
it.